And he was like, hey, listen, if you want to come hang with the dudes, you got to be a dude. So martial arts at first, a lot of girls get turned off because it's like they get there and these guys are joking around a lot and they're cursing a lot and they're treating you like a dude, and you either have to adapt to it and say, okay, I can give it right back to you.
Right.
Or you can get really scared and never come back.
Yeah.
So my thing is, the only difference between me and a guy at the gym, I treat myself as a unisex. And I have had a lot of harassment over the years being a woman. And you just have to put your foot down.
Right.
You have to say, listen, when I come in the gym, me and you are equal.
Yeah.
And even though I have super long hair and different body parts, we are equal, and you're going to treat me with the same respect that I'm treating you with.
Right.
And for the most part, guys are cool. I think they kind of like having a girl in there.
Yeah.
Because it's like I have a lot of guys that come to me and talk to me about certain things that they wouldn't talk to a man
Right.
about.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting dynamic,
Yeah,
but it's
I bet.
definitely something like it's not for the weak.
Yeah.
It's like you have to make sure and stand your ground and let people know, hey, these are my standards, and you're going to respect me. Otherwise, we're going to have a problem.
Yep.
So.
Well, that leads to the next question, I guess. When you mentioned scared earlier,
Yeah.
I've seen you fight. I've seen your face when you're about to walk in the cage. Are you scared? What kind of nerves are flowing through your body?
So Conor McGregor, I think, says it best. Is he says that it's fear in a different form. So a lot of people I've sat down and talked to is no fear is a lie. There's no one in life that has never experienced fear.
Because I'm not even in the fight, and
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
and you're
I'm
scared.
like, man, this is crazy. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know
and
how you get mentally
that's why it's so
prepared for that.
entertaining is because of that reason. I always have fear, but I kind of take it and I turn it into something else. I turn it into energy. It's almost like what they say is, you know, you can use a fire to burn down your house, or you can use it to warm your house. So I kind of take that energy.
I like that, by the way. I'm going to use that one.
Yeah. You take that energy and you just kind of have to channel it. So, yeah, every fight I'm scared. But I have to tell myself, hey, if I'm scared, my opponent is definitely scared as well. And you just kind of have to push through it. And that's why I like fighting so much, is because it puts you in the most uncomfortable position anyone could possibly imagine. It's like I'm voluntarily getting in the cage.
Yeah.
No matter how I feel, because some fights you feel more scared than others, especially when it's in your hometown. There's more pressure.
I can imagine that.
So I just kind of take it and I just channel it in a different way. And once you do that, you apply it to everything in life. I mean, martial arts has completely redirected everything, every aspect of my life. Anytime I'm in a uncomfortable situation, I remind myself, hey, it's not the situation, it's me. I'm in control here. So I just put on my best poker face and
get after it.
Yeah, exactly. No, really, that's all it is.
Hey, you mentioned about the core values. What are the core values of a martial artist?
So I think the reason why I understand the core values so much is my dad was, and still is, a very big-time surfer where I grew up, which is in Ponce Inlet. And they kind of have the same belt system and respect as jiu-jitsu. So when I was a kid, you know, in surfing, you don't surf certain people's peaks. So whoever's been there the longest at that break gets the best waves kind of thing. So translating that over to martial arts, the same goes for martial arts. It doesn't matter if you're a white belt or a black belt. Everyone gets treated with equal respect. Now, when you break that, you know, when you break that respect between you and a training partner or you and a friend, the core value is you have to respect the tap. So we have a lot of guys that come into the gym, for example, big wrestlers. They're white belts. They're very, very strong, and they get submitted by, let's say, a black belt on their first day. It's hard for them.
Mm-hmm.
It forces them to realize, hey, I'm not as big as I thought I was. It definitely brings them back down to earth. So a core value of martial arts is always respect the tap. Always respect that if someone is tapping you, it means that you're getting better as well. So it kind of translates over in life. If you're getting tapped in life, it means that you're leveling up. It means that you want that hard work kind of thing. Another thing in martial arts is we really, really, really are so big on respect. We don't care if you're white, black, woman, transgender, whatever you are. I mean, martial artists brings the most interesting pool of people together. And it really doesn't matter who you are. As long as you have respect, you will be accepted in our community. A lot of people outside of martial arts don't understand, and my mom can't really wrap her head around it. She's like, what do you mean you accept death when you walk into the cage? And I'm like, well, Mom, you kind of have to not fear dying. That way you perform better. And a lot of people can't wrap that around their head. Mm. And basically what it means is you can apply it to life as well, is that live in the moment. You know, don't be scared of what could happen. Yeah. And that's something that martial arts has taught me. It's a code that they live by. It's like, don't fear death. Right. Go out there every single day and just live it to the best of your ability. Yeah. So.
Well, I know you leading up to a fight, you depend on sponsorships. You know, who are some of your sponsors, and how does that help you when you're in training?
So training is super, super rigorous, and I usually cocktail waitress. I've been a cocktail waitress for the last 6 years of my life. So I love the sponsors because they understand that I have a hard time going to work all day on my feet when I've been running sprints and getting punched in the face, and my body is just, my body hurts so bad at some point that it doesn't matter how strong my mental psyche is. My body's like, listen, you need to sit down. Right. You can't do this. So my sponsors, CSI Company, they are a logistics company out of Jacksonville. Chris Flakus, they are a huge sponsor. They're very, very involved in my life. I work for them at the Jags Stadium, so I'm their private cocktail waitress every single Jags game. They support me every single fight. They sponsored my actual fight promotion, Combat Night, which was awesome. And my other sponsor, who is my favorite, Mitch Tidwell, he owns Taurus. He is very, very involved personally in my life and has always sat down and he talks with me and he tries to understand the fight game, and he's gotten me at least 7 sponsorships. You know, Mo, Exit Realty, like Davey, all these guys that want to give back local to the community. Yeah. It's something where they're giving back directly to me, and I am on this mission that by them giving back to me, I'm going to give back to so many other people in the community one day. So it's almost like this awesome cycle of giving back locally. Yeah. And so they're my main sponsors. They help me fly me out to places, my blood work, my eye exams, massages are huge. So they basically take care of me. Yeah. They're my life.
Dovetailing off that, Shelby, how would you... if somebody wanted to get behind you and help support a local fighter, you know, coming up, trying to, fulfill their dreams, how can they reach out to you to help out with some of that sponsorship?
How can they connect with you?
Yes. So my Instagram, Shelby MFK, is a great way to contact me. I have all my fight information leading up to current fights, past fights, all my record and everything. If they want to contact me on that, it'd be awesome. I usually keep everyone updated from time to time on sponsorship opportunities and packages and all that. So anyone who's interested, my next fight is going to be September 6th in Las Vegas. Again, that's Shelby MFK if you're interested in adding me on Instagram.